Ooh, I have been waiting for this since the announcement that came out last year. And we're going to open this up since we're going to be talking about audio today. So let's see what's inside. And there it is, the HD speaker upgrade for the 10C Evo. If you guys have been using the 10C Evo, obviously know that speaker system just kind of sounds a little bit blown out. So I'm excited to get these installed. Obviously, it's something that I can't show you how it sounds in my helmet, so I'm not going to bore you with that. But let's get into today's video. So today I'm going to show you how to take just multiple cameras and we're going to sync them up in post and make your editing flow just a lot faster. So just as a reminder, if you are into anything motorcycles, you like cinovlogs and cinematic adventures, and you want to learn more about motovlogging and or tips and tricks, go ahead and hit subscribe down below and follow along with us.
Okay, so one of the biggest questions that I get is how am I able to quickly assess and sync up all the audio and video for my motovlogs? And I'm going to show you how to do that. So for me personally, I use the audio from the 10C Evo. I just think it sounds clean, it's perfect. However, the video quality of the 10C Evo is no good. So I like to use a GoPro 8 for my point of view camera, and I use the GoPro 9 over here for my front-facing camera. And I get a chance during my motovlogs to change it up, and that gives you a different viewing experience when you're watching the motovlogs, where I can change up the different angles and hopefully bring you just something better to watch. So in order to sync these up quickly, all I do is prior to me leaving, if I'm going to be doing any type of talking head, is I will make sure that I have some type of audio sound. Usually it's 3 claps. Then what I'm going to do is I will sync up those claps in post quickly. There's 2 ways to do it. One, Adobe Premiere Pro does for me, and we're going to get into that in just a second. But let's say I'm going down the road and you're asking yourself, well, wait a minute, all of a sudden come up with something that you want to say on a motovlog. No problem. What I usually do, what works for me, is I go ahead and hold up my hand just like this. I throw up a number 1, and then in post, I will sync up when that 1 extends all the way out, and I know all my camera systems are connected. So it's really important on your motovlogs to have just the easeability to be able to change different camera angles at any time. And all the audio is synced up as well, because we know we made an audible cue. So it really doesn't matter which camera we're going to look at, because all of them will be matched up. But let's go into the studio and I'll show you how all this is done.
So we are jumping in right now into Adobe Premiere Pro. I already have my screen open. I've imported all of my footage, and we're going to go through this one step at a time on how I do it. So pretty much from here, what we're going to do is I'm going to import all of my files, making sure that if I look over here in my audio files, these are my video files, whatever my primary audio file I want to have right up here. So for example, I use the Sena when I'm doing my motovlog. I want to make sure that this is going to be my primary audio file that I'm going to use. So there's a couple different ways to do this. Let's open up our audio a little bit, extend this out. By the way, I'm going to be using a lot of the shortcut keys that I have in my hotkeys on my keyboard. If for some reason you missed that first editing tips and tricks video, I'll put a link for it right up here, and you can see how I have my hotkeys set up. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go over the way that Adobe Premiere Pro, and the reason I love this program so much is how it will do all the hard work for you. So in the beginning of our clip, you'll see here, I'm going to make clapping noises so that all cameras can hear it. Just like that. And I will make sure that I don't have to match anything up right now. I just have to drop in the files where I want them. So I already have my Sena footage in there. I'm gonna go ahead and bring in the Nikon footage, right? So that's also going to be set up here. A lot of the times what I can do is I can lock that in there, just like that. So Nikon is up here. Extend this out. So I'm not worried about any of the clapping right now. I'm just getting my footage just dropped into the timeline, and then I'll show you what we do. We have the GoPro Hero 9 footage. We'll take that, move that right up here. And then we have our GoPro 8 footage. Now the crazy thing, so now we have all of our footages up here. Obviously you can see right now, this is going to be the GoPro 8. This is going to be, actually, so this is going to be the GoPro 8 footage. Blind that out. That is going to be the GoPro 9 footage. That's going to be the Nikon footage. That is going to be my Sena footage. So this is where we get to the cool stuff. So if you were to listen to these tracks right now, they would be all over the place.
Recording.
We got clapping going on. We got this clapping going on. None of it's synced up right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight everything. We're going to right click. We're going to have this track channel right here. We want to make sure we do it to audio track channel 1 is going to be our primary. And we're going to let Adobe Premiere Pro just do its thing. So keep in mind, I have 4 different cameras rolling with 4 different audio sources. It really just takes a few seconds. We click OK. It's going to go ahead and process, line up all of that audio perfectly. I mean, better than the human eye. So that is the beauty of it. So now I will show you, once it gets all said and done, this timeline down here, all these will change because it's going to be synced up to the audio. So as you can see right now, all these have kind of different starting points, but you will notice that when I hit play, all of these are lined up. So if we go into me talking, let's mute out all this other audio.
Use a GoPro 8 for.
So we can see right now that is my clip, and I can actually just take out any of these. So right now it is showing the GoPro 8 footage. If I want to switch over and be like, hey, I wonder what the Nikon footage looks like.
For my point of view camera, and I use the GoPro 9.
So I just said GoPro 9, right? So I can go up here and I can block out this and this and this.
Over here for my front-facing camera. And I get a chance during my motovlogs to.
So everything is now matched up. It's done all the hard work for me. Now, in order to get rid of all the unwanted audio tracks, pretty much what I do is I'm going to unlink all of them, just delete them because I won't need any of those audio tracks. So I click out here, get in this open space. From here, this is all muted. So my hotkey for link unlink is X, and I'm just going to go through. I know for a fact I do not want the Senna footage at all, so I'm going to hit X. I'm going to delete this out completely, so that file is gone. I like to use my GoPro 8, so I drag that completely down. I do not want to use the GoPro 8 audio though, so I will get rid of that. So I click on that, I hit X, I go down to the GoPro 8 audio file, I delete that out of there. I will then go over to here and say, okay, I've got primarily, if I want to show this, so this is pretty much my point of angle footage that I like to use for my primary POV motovlogging. And I just got rid of that Senna video file altogether. Everything's matched up.
So one of the biggest questions that I get.
So obviously I'm looking over at this camera. Now if I want to switch that up, not a big deal. During my editing process, I will go ahead and activate the Nikon.
Is how am I able to quickly assess and sync up all the audio and video?
And there you have it. It's all said and done. So from here, obviously, we do not need any of this stuff. So this is all synced up. We don't need to keep any of this clapping or any of this nonsense at the beginning. So we highlight it all. We delete that out of there. And now we have a fresh start on how we're going to do each camera angle. So that is one way. That is the easiest way in Adobe Premiere Pro. It does all the hard work for you. Now we just go up and make our chops, and that's it. So now let's get into when you're going down the road. So let's just say that we're going down the road, and as I explained, you just want to get something on camera, you want to get good matched up audio video, and I use that one finger method, and I'm going to show you how that works. So right here we have all these different files, right? Well, I'm going to move them all over the place. We have no idea what's going on. So I do know that these two files, I want to keep these linked together, right? Because that is going to be my primary audio.
Go ahead and hold up.
So as you can see, these files are all over the place, but all I have to do is go to each video file and I match up. If we can see right here, I wait till that hits almost exactly right there. So that's going to be my starting point for this clip. I can get rid of the excess, but I know that that number one is going to be my starting clip. So now we don't have the Nikon in this shot, but I can go through here and find out where my one is. There it is. Let's make sure it's right at that tipping point, which is right there. right? I go in here, I can get rid of this excess. Now I know that if I bring this over, these two clips are going to be perfectly in line. There's the one on this clip, there's the one on that clip, and now
one, and then in post I will sync up when that one extends all the.
So now I know that no matter what happens in this clip, I'm getting off the bike right there, and that is my GoPro 9 footage, my front-facing camera. If I go ahead and blind that out, here I am getting off the bike.
So it's really important on your motovlogs to.
And that's it. That's the easiest way to sync it up if you're on the fly, you're going down the road, because a lot of times we're traveling and we just come up with an idea we want to talk about. So be able to do that. But that's it. That is how I sync up the audio video files in Adobe Premiere Pro for my motovlogs. I hope this helped you all out. Leave a comment down below, like the video if it did help you out, and let me know, do you want to see more of these videos in the future? But this is Full Throttle Hog, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.